The hip airplane's a great mobility and strength exercise for the hip, especially as prep work before something like a squat or any sort of lower body work. Now, the unassisted version of this can be really, really tough, and for a lot of people, just not possible. So I like to mostly assign this assisted version where we use something, either a dowel or something like a rack, where we can hold on to something stable, and that way we can focus on doing the movement and getting the most out of the movement, because the muscles that we're looking for, most of the muscles of our outer hip, our hip external rotators, are gonna be something that a lot of people are unfamiliar with using. And so having more stability gives you a chance to usually challenge it more and get enough reps in that, one, it won't be super frustrating, and two, you can actually get some decent feeling to give you some feedback. So we're gonna grab onto the rack here, and what we're gonna do is we're going to have one leg planted, a little bend in the knee, just so that we can feel the whole foot. And then we're gonna bend at the waist. I like to grab onto my hip, and that acts as a reference point for what my hip is doing. So if I bend at the waist and I reach long with the back leg, what I'm gonna feel, one, is gonna be my outer butt on the standing leg. And then two, I'm gonna right away be fighting for balance on that foot. So I do wanna make sure that I'm not just rocking back to the heel, that I'm keeping my weight over my whole foot. Then from there, I'm going to open my hip. So you can see my hand, that hand is gonna turn out and my elbow is gonna end up towards the ceiling. I'm still keeping that little bend in the knee, that keeps me stable, and I still use the rack for some stability. Then I'm gonna drop my hip back to the starting position, and then I'm gonna go a little bit further, letting it drop further, and here I'm gonna feel a stretch through the outer hip. And I'm just gonna go through those motions, always keeping the same bend in the knee, that's never changing, and then slowly going through those ranges of motion, and I'm gonna start to feel a pretty serious pump in my side butt, AKA the glute medius. So if we're doing that, then we're doing the right thing. All right, good luck.